Sorry about that. I was just checking my settings. Capricorn. Welcome. So this reading is for the upcoming week, which would be today, 16th to the 24th. So I basically wanted to do readings that brought us into Scorpio season, to see how Scorpio season was going to pop off for each and every one of us. How refreshing. So, sit down, grab a cup of joe. Let's take a walk, Capricorn, and see what happens on this upcoming week here on Moonshine's Tarot. Ooh, okay. Very interesting. We have on the table not enough and coffin. So right away I was like, okay, so somebody is finally figuring out that they no longer consider themselves not being good enough. Okay. I think I just heard a cat fight outside. So, the not enough is frustrated relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues. I actually think it might be a kid. Or it's a magpie. Magpies, I've watched a bird, they're called magpies here, make it sound like a crow, like it was mocking a crow. It was really weird. Something's screaming outside. Anyways, so self-sabotage, fear issues, jealousy. So obviously there was some lack of confidence, and you might have been self-sabotaging yourself over the years, and you had fear and ego issues to deal with, okay? And now they are transitioning. So you are growing, you are changing, and you are heading into a different direction. R.I.P. old you. And I wonder why this is happening. Let's see. Frustrated. All right, let's see. What's tarot going to say for the week ahead? Ooh, kind of creepy. We got the Leprechaun, King of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. Oh, okay. So this could be a man. King of Pentacles. So somebody at home making their gold. Okay, he's got his horseshoe with him. Making his gold. Oh yeah, I definitely did that. Wrong, but anyways. So this could be a man who finally realizes that he is good enough. Okay? You obviously have enough money for yourself. There's mushrooms all around. Maybe you eat mushrooms, and if you don't, you should. And I just happen to have a bag of magic mushrooms right here, because I'm magic. And now I've created, and now I'm, teaching my boss that, magic works, and she's believing me, and now all these magical things are happening. She's like, oh my god, we need magic works. I'm like, yeah, damn fucking right, it works. So anyways, King of Pentacles, Leprechaun. So this could be a guy who has finally decided that he's enough. What happens after he reaches this truth? Ooh, Nine of Cups. Three of Swords. Oh, okay. They were both in reverse. These two are both in reverse, and the reason why they're in reverse is because you're no longer going to be pinpointing in on all the things that you hate about yourself. Because what happens when you point out the things you hate about yourself? Other people point out the things that they hate about you that are those things, and you just go, well, see, I told you. And it's like, no, people are pointing them out because you can't get them off your mind, right? So the Nine of Cups, that's you're no longer taking yourself down, or you're no longer pointing the spotlight on all the things that you think are wrong, especially if you feel like you are comparing yourself to somebody, okay? If you are comparing yourself to somebody, like say somebody broke up with somebody and then they started dating somebody else. Okay, this person looked nothing like you. They didn't sound anything like you. They weren't anything like you. Do you realize why they didn't look like you? It's because that person doesn't want to date you anymore. Why are they going to date your twin? So say you were super skinny, that person went to somebody super big. Or you had blonde hair, they suddenly went to somebody with brown hair. It's because they have to get over you. They don't want to date somebody that looks like you. If they did, they would just date you. Okay? Then there's those people who also have those problems that always date the people that look the same to them, and subconsciously or consciously, it works out or doesn't work out. Aww, my Misty thing ran out. I can't stop the video now. I've got no water around me. Oh yeah, see? Look at that. No water around me. Okay, so you did not love yourself. This person, you could have been with somebody and they loved you and they left you, and now you keep comparing yourself to somebody else. And you can't do that because you're not that other person. You are you. Be you. If you want to be skinny, be skinny. If you want to be big, be big. If you want to be muscular, be muscular. If you want to have blonde hair, have blonde hair. If you want to wear glasses, wear glasses. But do it because you want to do it. Because you are good enough. You could also be covered in scars and think that no one's going to love you. Honestly, the way that I see scars is it adds to a person's dull body. You realize people's bodies are they're dull looking, they're ugly, they're just like, well, they're not ugly, I shouldn't say they're ugly, but like I got tattooed on places on my body that I didn't like because I didn't want to look at them, right? So it's like, you and I have scars. I have scars all over my body. I always think I'm going to be judged for them, and I never am. So you're frustrated with yourself. It's not that anybody else has frustrated you. You're frustrated with yourself. And that's why you have to change. And why there's liberation with this transition, because suddenly you realize you go back to where you were 15 years ago before you changed yourself for somebody else, or before you did something for somebody else. This could also be parents. They never wanted you to dress a certain way, so you dressed the way that they wanted because that was more presentable. And now you want to wear your pants around your ass. Well, fucking do it. Honestly. There is nothing sexier than a dude with pants around his ass. I'm just saying, it's fucking hot. Do you think I want to see these guys with these tight pants on? Why is everybody wearing such tight pants? To show their muscles and their muscular legs off? Like, fuck that. Bring the baggy jeans back. You know what I mean? Like, guys need to get their shit back. They're looking at these other guys with these man buns and these big beards and thinking that that's what dudes are supposed to look like. And it's like, no, that's not you. That's not the way that you're supposed to look. You look the way I cut my own hair. I don't follow trends. This gray is my own. I don't dye it. I don't do shit to myself. Why? So that I could just upkeep it? Or do I just keep changing and rolling with the tides of myself? You know what I mean? Like, you accept yourself, you'll start looking a lot better. You unaccept yourself and keep hiding behind a mask and thinking you're not good enough, then you will always bring yourself down. You are bringing yourself down, and you're putting a spotlight on bringing yourself down. And that now sucks. Dun, 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 dun. And then what happens? This is a big week for you. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Ooh, there he goes. And Temperance. Oh my gosh, you finally look at this. These cards are they're very, very, they're very much on this reading. They know exactly what you need to hear. And look at the balancing of your waters, when before you were like this. I mean, look at you, dog. You were taking things down up in your waters, just shooting everybody down, thinking that, they're the ones with the chip on their shoulders. It's like, nah, man, you probably got the chip on your shoulder if you're noticing the chips, right? So it's like, look at that. You go from you take over your waters in a different way, in a much more balancing way. And that's how you learn that you're the one that has to say that you're good enough, not anybody else. So we're going to leave it at that. That's kind of a quick reading. I like it. So that's what's coming in for you in this next week, Capricorn. See you later. See you later, alligator.